welcome back aboard Blurred Force One with your boy Mo and your girl Polly. And this is the Supercast. The Supercast, where we talk about all things superhero in our pop culture media. That's movies, TV shows, video games. We talk about the news and do some speculation, all of that good nerdy stuff. And before we get into the podcast today, you know what to do. Get down there and hit like on this video. So, look, superhero summer over. Superhero September, sadly in the rear view. And even like the superhero October, it's coming to a close. And we're going to be on a drought, unfortunately, until next year. It's wild to say that, but that is true. We're not going to have any more superhero things. And once next week's Gen V season finale is over, but rather than lamenting and crying about it, we're going to look forward to all the cool stuff that's coming out because we got some New York City Comic Con news coming out, some trailers, a lot of dope stuff coming out of there, and just kind of we're getting towards the end of the year. We're going to look back at what we got this year. Before we do that, of course, gotta say what's up to Polly, our resident Reed Richards hater, Doom, Doom loyalist, and also comic book head. How you doing? How you been? What you been up to? That's nerdy.
Pretty good, pretty good. I've been making my way through my watch list of spooky things to watch this season. I didn't just like you didn't think I was just gonna make the list and then let it out in the world and not do it myself. So I did it. So yeah, watched a few good things. I rewatched Multiverse of Madness, of course, because creepy, very creepy, one of my favorite creepy things. And then rewatched Agatha All Along.
Nice.
Amazing. Like it was, I think it was the fourth time that I watched it. It gets better with every rewatch. I don't know. Everybody who hasn't seen it should definitely go and see it. It's on Disney Plus. It's available and it's great. Incredibly spooky, by the way.
Yeah,
And
it is.
today, yeah. Today, of course, during breakfast, I watched Werewolf by Night in black and white. Always, I know that they have the version in color, but it kind of like, and it came to me while I was watching. There is a scene where everything turns to color at the end. So this scene kind of doesn't make sense because like somewhere over the rainbow is playing during this scene, but this scene doesn't make sense if everything is in color. So don't rob yourself of this experience. Definitely watch it in black and white. It's gorgeous, stunning. It is so good.
Oh, I did actually start watching it and color.
Oh,
I like the color just because it is like they recolored it, like they took black and white,
yeah.
so it has like if you watch old school stuff like that, there's just a bit of a nostalgic touch to it, the way they colored it.
It's the whole movie is like that.
Yeah, that what they had. I'm sure that there's a cut of it or not, but where it's all the regular HD video, that no grain effects, none of that stuff. But they definitely went out of their way to add to add the grain and everything, and it's a really nice touch actually.
That was such a good idea. It looks so genuine. It's amazing, and I don't think that it costs too much. Because they have like only a few sets, all the effects are practical, and it's so beautiful still. And actress' performance is great. Just really a great thing to watch this season. Of course, I continued reading. I didn't read a lot of comics. In fact, I didn't read anything new this week. The only thing I read was like a few issues of Moon Knight. It's been a busy week. I've been playing Marvel Rivals a lot because, of course, new season, Daredevil is killing all the healers. It's so annoying. Have I told this already that it seems like I'm mostly playing as you. She's a support, and it seems like every Daredevil player in the world is trying to just specifically target Sue Storm. Because she's invisible, she can get invisible and hide from everyone, and he can see that. So, well, not see, but pick it up with his radar sense. So yeah, I die a lot. Tried to make it out of. I tried to go up in the rank, and I tried to like go to gold 2 to get to gold 2, but instead I fell back into silver 1.
Wow.
I'm fine with that. I made my peace with that. If I'm gonna be silver forever, I don't mind that. Yeah, haven't done any Northern on the budget yet, unfortunately, but I'm planning on this soon, probably this
Nice.
week. So next week I'll have something to show, hopefully. And other than that, it's not much going on. Well, you can see my new friends
It's
over
oh
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
Darwin's like there's a presence. I sense a presence around me. Where
yeah. Her name is Brunhild,
nice.
like the Valkyrie, but like, yeah.
Nice. Well, that's cool. Yeah, spook. I have been doing a bit of spooky season stuff. Mainly, my daughter and I were watching Wednesday season one. She had never seen it,
Oh,
so we finished season one on Sunday. Also, again, spooky season. We've been watching movies, so she wanted to watch the original Nightmare on Elm Street, so we rewatched that. We bought a favorite of mine since I was a kid, and a favorite of hers since she was a kid, because somehow she watched it when she was like 8. No, I was like,
okay. Yeah, missed something there.
hey, that sounds. Look, when I was 7 or 8, I was taken to the movie theater to watch Nightmare on Elm Street Part Two. Well, when it came out, so
Yeah, so
but,
it's a generational thing.
yeah, I mean, but it's a good experience. I love that movie. I've seen it a million times.
I think the
Oh,
scariest movie I watched when I was a kid was Gremlins. It
oh,
wasn't
that's
that
not even
scary.
scary. That's a fun
Yeah.
movie. I mean, yeah. What else? Oh, I actually wrote it down this week so I wouldn't just be grasping at straws. Also, I started reading Runaways, the Brian K. Vaughan original run. My daughter loves I gave her the first volume. She loved it. She wants to read more. I'm being a good dad. I shared my Marvel Unlimited with her. She's been going on there, kind of reliving her childhood, going through the Power Pack all ages books that she can't find them. They're somewhere in storage or whatever for her. So she's been rereading the digital version. I'm cool with that. I love to see my daughter reading comics. I'm turning her into a nerd, y'all. Or she,
Yeah.
again, whether or not she wants it.
It's not
Also,
optional.
well, I mean, at this point, it's in her blood. So, also was playing more of that Marvel Cosmic Invasion demo. That's still fun. I wanted to play with all the characters to kind of see,
Okay.
and I understand that you had some difficulty with it.
It's such a sad experience with this. It was almost tragic. I got killed on every character. I tried all the characters. I got killed on every one of them. I did not understand the mechanics, but that's probably because I never played these games as a kid, and I didn't like. I don't have a controller, also, so it was a little complicated, and I couldn't figure out the controls, the keyboard thing. So I just smashed spammed with every button possible, and I kept dying and dying and
Right.
dying. But I did like the feel of the game. I did not have a good time playing it,
That's you know
but I
what?
did like the way it looked. It kind of looked like a lot of fun. It's just that I couldn't have that fun.
It helps for me that I do play fighting games, so I'm used to
Yeah.
the side scrolling thing. Also, I played beat 'em ups a lot as a kid, but the main thing about it, like I've got to get in the game and see what what you're having problems with, but the mechanics of these are a lot more difficult than the old school ones. It's like you have 4 buttons plus a trigger. Like basically, you have 4 buttons plus or 5 buttons plus a trigger button. And so the button that you have a tag, so you can tag somebody in. But if you hold the tag, you hit the tag with one of the other buttons, it does something different. So I didn't really do that the first time I played through, but then I read up on it again. So you can tag your person in and just normal. You can hold it and hit like A or something like that, and they'll come in and they'll hit something and then they'll jump out. They'll come in, do an attack, jump out. They'll come in, hit something, and then switch with you. And that's a different combination of buttons. They'll come in and do their special while you're doing your special. Like there's so basically there's 5 ways for them to tag in, essentially. And you can turn those into combos by like knocking people into the air. Like some of the characters like Wolverine, if you press jump and attack at the same time, instead of jumping and then attacking, he'll do an uppercut and knock somebody into the air. And then you can jump after them and start hitting them in the air, or you can tag in your other character to come in and do an attack on them to juggle them. So it's kind of like there's some fighting game aspects to it, in the sense that you want to get them in the air and start beating the hell out of them in the air. And then there's like people like Rocket and Storm have dive kicks. So dive kicks being, you jump in there, jump and then press kick or press attack and they'll dive at you. And then even like Rocket, you can spam that. You can just hit the same person multiple times.
Yeah,
And
I
then
tried that.
and then you
He
have
actually lasted a little longer than the rest of the characters.
there Rocket's actually surprisingly powerful. He shoot, lots of some of them can shoot projectiles, but his dash attack runs underneath projectiles. Like some of your dash attacks get hit by projectiles. So if somebody's shooting at him, you can do a dash and he'll slide up underneath them and hit them, which is really useful when you're under the gun by a lot of people. You can just like kind of spam that to sort of get people off of you. He also has bombs that you can just kind of drop and
Yeah.
leave for people to get
Those
hit
are
by.
like I figured out those bombs, and that's
Mhm.
what kept me alive for like a few minutes. Yeah, he died pretty
My
quickly.
personal favorite still is She-Hulk. She's a grappler, and like her moves are so fun. Like her special move is a grab. So you can grab people out of the air. Anything that's up in there, she can jump up and grab them and then slam them to the ground, or she can grab you and then throw you at people, or she can. Yeah, and then she has a flying like tackle as her dash. She's really cool. And then I even played with Phyla Vale was even more interesting because she's got like a projectile, yes, but when it hits them, it poisons them or something. So she's got some moves that like have time effects, and it's really like this is gonna be deep, and these aren't even aren't even all the characters we're gonna get. We are getting other characters beyond those. So I'm actually really excited about this. The game it's not super hard on the demo, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like hella hard later on. And so how you decide to choose your two people is like really important based on your play style. I just really like She-Hulk because she just be grabbing people and like body slamming them. It's really funny. But Storm may be my next favorite after that. Just because she's got some fun stuff she can do with her
Yeah, I
wind and
started with
everything.
her, by the way, which
Yeah.
whenever I have a game that has Storm as a playable character, I always start with her because she's my favorite character. And it doesn't always work out because in Rivals, I picked Storm and she's a flyer. And you have to be like really, really careful when you're playing a flyer. You have to, it's better if you know the healer
Mhm.
and you can scream for help. And it took me time, but like I'm trying to level her up now. She's at the Centurion level, which is like one step away from Lord, which is the highest one.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna have a Lord Storm y'all soon.
Nice.
Yeah, and I tried her in Cosmic Invasion. She looked cool. She
Yeah.
died pretty quickly though.
She's yeah. There. The trick with her is she can fly, so she can stay above most things. She has the dive. You have to know how to attack while you're in flight. Because you attack on two different levels, but you got to be able to go down to the bottom level. And then the other thing is that one of the cheapest things she has is a combo dodge dash attack. So her dodge counts as a dash. So if you press dodge and then in the direction you want to attack, she'll do her little spiral, her little spiral attack. So that's a very cheap way of like when you're getting overwhelmed, because I think it's somewhat invincible. It's invincible to like it'll go through any physical attack. So you just spam that and then go in, and you can sort of get out of when you're surrounded. It's very cool. This is one of those games where you learn a little bit. As you learn a little bit more, you start optimizing the way you go about dealing with people. You can definitely button mash, but it's not going to be as useful or satisfying as.
It is not useful at all. I tried. Believe me.
Well,
don't
also
do
you
that.
can block. The other thing is you can block or dodge.
Oh yeah. It
like
would have been very nice bit of information.
Her
before.
dodge. The people who do dodges, their dodges go through, like Storm's dodge goes through projectiles. So, when you encounter people that are shooting at you, you can go through their projectile and then hit them. It's very cool. Anyway.
I don't know why I thought that I could figure it out just on the go.
You gotta read.
Not that kind of game.
It is more complicated than just hitting a button. So
it's like trying to play D&D without like knowing the rules.
Yeah. I did do some nerding on a budget. I'm gonna try to run through it really quickly. I went to the thrift store, leveled up my physical media game, got the Prestige. Can't get it on. So I like the book. I have never seen the Prestige, but I am going to watch that. I heard good things about it. I got unopened copy of Underworld Awakening.
Underworld.
Yeah, I have not watched Underworld.
Which one is that?
That's the fourth one. That's the fourth one in the series.
Oh, I remember the last one. It didn't have Celine, I think.
Probably not. It's for whatever reason.
Yeah, it was about werewolves.
Yeah, like something about lichens, but you can't do. Sorry, you can't have Underworld without Kate Beckinsale. It's not real. That's like having Resident Evil without Mila Jovovich. Sure, no one wants to see that. Even though she's an original character, she just is. She's the series. Last one, unopened copy of Braveheart, one of my favorite movies from back in the day. Why not?
I just got the alarm. Never mind. Yeah, it just started making noise, and I was like, "What is it?" Spooky.
Oh, I would say, did Doom come and say you have not done your Reed Richards?
Oh no! I did do my Reed Richards hate prayers today. Yeah, every morning we go to an anti-Reed church, and we sit there and listen to an anti-Reed sermon delivered by a Doom bot.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It might
get used to it.
Funny enough, it might actually just be Doom there that day. You'd never know. So it could be.
One day.
We don't know.
That's how he keeps an eye on you.
Yeah, it could be. We don't know. I got some fun. I said last week I had some Funkos on the way. Here they are. Look at this bad boy. Is that not cool? This is the Age of Apocalypse Sunfire. I think this was $4. That's dope. From Star Wars, it's my guy from Skeleton Crew, Jod. He sucks, but you know what? It's all good. I have a Fern figure too, so now I have two from Skeleton Crew. Cool. Also, got OSHA from the Acolyte. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then, look, I didn't love this show. I thought the show was whatever, but the figures are cool. So aside Suicide Squad Isekai. So this is Deadshot from Suicide Squad Isekai. And even cooler, Katana from Suicide Squad Isekai. Really cool looking Funko Pop. So can't wait to add those to the wall of pops. To be honest, you can't see it. I've got no space for them. I really have to rearrange this room because there's no way. Like I have so many pops that are not on display right now, so I've got to fix it up.
You keep saying it.
I'm definitely. It's going to take an entire day to do it. I've got to rearrange this room with everything I got in here. It'll take a whole day. So I got to just make time.
I think it's gonna take a little more than a day, judging from how many Funkos you have. That's gonna take a couple days. Probably a whole weekend.
It'll take a day. I have to, but the thing is I got to move furniture. So anyway, well, guys, that's all of the nerdy stuff we did this week. So we are going to talk about some news and everything like that, talk about some trailers. Before we do that, though, I do want to take some time to shout out the comic shop, the Kickstarter that they're having for the comic book. I have to be honest, it's not looking good, y'all. Last I checked, I mean they were trying to get to 40,000. I think they were at 20 something. Was it 22, 20? Who knows where they're at? I did, I did my part. I pledged my money to it. I don't know, man. Getting $12,000 in eight days seems like a tall order, but we'll see. We're gonna or not even 12,000, might be 15. Seems like a tall order, but we'll see. And but you guys definitely check out the comic shop, the Kickstarter. It's look them up. Look up Cheyenne Ewolu, and we'll see. Hopefully, something cool will happen out of that. I feel kind of bad that I haven't been really pushing it on my social media. Just I keep forgetting about it. I keep forgetting to push it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if enough people listen to me to care about what I have to say about it, but hopefully people are. But you guys, again, go check it out. Show some love to the comic shop. It was a good show. We want to see more out of it in the future. Also, let's see. This is another thing before we talk about the news. I saw this. I want you guys to be as excited about it as I am. Madam Web is coming to Disney Plus on November 14th.
Right, finally. That is such a big event.
Finally,
I've been waiting for it.
The cornerstone of the multiverse, the movie,
right?
The movie that ties together all of the multiverses in her web. Madam Web is coming. That cinematic masterpiece that I spoke about so eloquently last year. Several times actually.
Honestly,
times.
I think that we don't post enough about it.
It's
like we kind of take it for granted that it exists.
Yeah, it's
we don't give it enough praise.
I think I think we don't appreciate how much work and effort was put into making this cinematic achievement. We have not really put
it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, we have not put respect on Madam Web's name like we should.
Yeah, but it always happens with the great works, though.
Yeah, it's
they're not appreciated right away.
Not in their time. Maybe it'll have to be 2 centuries from now when they really look back and say that right there, that was the peak. It never got better.
Top 100 movies of the 21st century, and Madam Web is going to be in the top 1.
Yeah, it never got better. After that, it was all downhill. But we, what? We can do our part and remedy this travesty, this miscarriage of justice, if you will, by engaging in a watch party in which everyone just gets to get in, really take in this cinematic, achievement and let everyone know what they're thinking about it. I think I might even be like, we should do this on Discord. We should probably have some people in and just like everyone.
Yeah, it has to be a shared experience.
I feel like if we don't do that, we're not really doing justice to this movie.
Are we really Marvel fans if we don't do that?
Do we like comic book movies, at all? I think.
Right.
I think do we really appreciate Sydney Sweeney? Do we or Dakota Johnson? We you know what? I think we got to show up for this. So if y'all are if y'all want to, I'm gonna I think it's on the 14th. That's a Friday. I think I might end up doing. We might do that. And forget the supercast. We don't even need to do a supercast. We'll do this instead. You guys
look, sometimes there are things that are more important than what you want to do. These are the things that you have to do. And watching Madam Web is one of these things.
Yeah, absolutely.
You may not want to watch it, but you have to.
Or just require a viewing. You guys keep an eye out for that. That's it. November 14th is in a few weeks. We're gonna. It's like a month, almost a month from now. We'll let you guys know about that.
You have the time to get ready.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get ready. You have to mentally prepare yourself, and also you got to go watch all of the other movies that will obviously,
from the Sony. Yeah.
yeah, obviously gonna, yeah, you got to get yourself ready for that by watching all of the Sony movies, uh, so you can get yourself in the correct mental space for to truly appreciate Madam Web. So you
And
got
maybe rewatch Fantastic Four from
Fant
2000.
Four Stick.
Yes, 2015, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, rewatch that because
It's not
it
related,
will
but
really
like,
help you. Yeah, it will help you appreciate the wonder that Madam Web is.
y'all, we'll keep an eye out for that. We are definitely going to do that. I pledge to make this happen somehow or another. All right, so for real, we are going to talk about the news. We're going to talk about the cast of Vision Quest has been announced. Who are they? And have we heard of some of them? I think we have. Batfam has a trailer. Also, X-Men 97 leaked trailer. Also, the Daredevil Born Again Season 2 leaked trailer. Finally, Marvel decides that they are actually going to, I don't know, promote their shit. So it's crazy, I know, but they're gonna promote Wonder Man. I wish that Ironheart had gotten a whiff of this kind of promotion. But you know what?
Look, we'll take what we can get.
I'm just gonna be happy. I'll be happy. Okay. So we are going to talk about the Wonder Man trailer. Then we're going to review Gen V Season 2, Episode 7, the penultimate episode of Season 2. So, good amount of stuff to talk about. Y'all ready for that, Polly?
I am.
All right, let's get into it. So, Vision Quest. Let me say, a show that I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super excited for this, but not because I don't like Vision. It's not because I don't like Vision
or quests
or quests. I like both of them. It's because of the showrunner. I think I may have said this to you before, but the showrunner's Terry Matalas, who was the showrunner of the Star Trek Picard TV show, which is my least favorite Star Trek show that I've seen. Especially season 3, which everyone thinks is the best season of Star Trek Picard. I highly disagree. I think season 3 was a cameo fest with no actual real reason for it.
Oh,
it's if you like Star Trek The Next Generation, they were like, hey, you remember you like Star Trek The Next Generation? Well, here's all these people from it. And it mostly plays out as it plays out as a nostalgia fest, and I did not think it was a good season. That being said, apparently Feige liked season 3 a lot, and he got Terry Matalas to run the show, and I'm like, ooh, okay, I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna trust the process.
The news we got this week though, do they give you any kind of hope for it to not be a cameo fest?
Look, okay, because we were like, well, what is this gonna be about? It's about White Vision trying to deal with something. Apparently he got all of Vision's memory.
It's White Vision problems.
Yeah, white. White Vision got all of the memories from the colored Vision. He's yeah. Even Darwin's like, that was a good one. I like it. Darwin was like, that's a good one. But like, not Darwin. Why did I say Darwin? I keep saying Darwin.
I don't know. It's Lockheed.
It's Lockheed. Darwin, for some reason, is in my head. Lockheed. Anyway, Lockheed was like, yes. No, White Vision gets soul. Like White Vision, literally, it has no soul, and he gets it from the colored Vision. I don't know why y'all did it like that, but okay. I mean, okay. And now he's got all these memories and no emotional connection to it. I guess he's trying to put it into context or something. But we did find out about the cast. They announced it. One, they have, and I don't know how to say this guy's name, so I'm sorry. Ruarid Malika as Thomas Shepard. I don't know how the hell to say that. But as he's playing Tommy, aka Speed. Cool. Because last time we saw Speed, he was being killed. He died he died in a car wreck or something? Not a car wreck.
No,
Died in a
no,
he
in a pool.
drowned. He drowned, and then
Yeah.
he was
Well, it
inhabited by
wasn't
Tommy.
him technically. It
Well,
was just some random kid that
yeah,
got drowned in a pool by. It kind of seems like a very creepy incident because it happened like in a public pool under
yeah.
supervision. I don't know what's going on in America, but y'all should really
Too
be
much
careful.
horseplay, probably. I guess.
Hmm.
But and last we checked, Billy was looking for him with the help of Agatha's ghost. I doubt they're going to reference that, but we'll see. Also, apparently, this is supposed to
I
be
don't know. I saw today that the guy that played Billy
Oh yeah,
and the
yeah.
guy that
They
plays
took a
yeah,
picture. Yeah,
they posted a video actually, and so maybe I don't know. Maybe they will show up there. Technically, I guess they're supposed to show up there because how can you have one and not the other?
exactly.
And what are is the connection to the Vision otherwise?
Yeah. Well, let's hope. So maybe Joe Locke does show up, but as far as we know, this. So here's the list. Paul Bettany, obviously. Henry Lewis as Dumb E. John, Dummy, of course, being the helper bot that
Yeah, the
Tony was always talking
yeah.
shit about. Jonathan Sayer as you. I don't know what you is. It just says you. I'm reading this off the list. James Darcy as Jarvis. This is James Darcy, by the way, played Jarvis in the Peggy Carter show. Orla,
Uh, yeah.
was it? Yeah, Orla Brady as Friday. Emily Hampshire as Edith. Emily Hampshire, if y'all don't know who that is, she is from Schitt's Creek. Uh,
Yeah.
and also she's on a show called The Rig that's on. It's a sci-fi like horror thriller or something like that that's on Amazon Prime. And James Spader reprises his role as Ultron. You're like, how's Ultron in this shit? Um, so without knowing what's actually going on, they're saying that all these people they're not just voices, they're going to be human avatars
Version, yes.
of these AIs. So presumably a bunch of this stuff is going to happen either in White Vision's head, where it's going to be some kind of virtual space, because White Vision is essentially an amalgamation of all these AIs, because all these other AIs, a bunch of them are straight up Tony Stark things, right? They're things that Tony Stark built at some point. So they've all sort of built, stacked on top of each other to eventually get to Ultron, who is the ultimate AI. And then of course Friday and Edith and all. Edith, of course, is the AI that's in the satellite.
That was given to
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
So
Well, he
cool.
messed it up.
So, yeah.
You know
So
what? I was thinking about this, I think yesterday while watching Agatha all along, because those are the kind of parts of the same story. And it's been said before that these are like three-piece saga
right.
with centered around this family. So it does make sense that it's going to be some kind of like a virtual reality space with a simulation or something, because of course Ultron doesn't exist anymore as far as we know, and some of the other tech doesn't necessarily exist, but everything, like every other show in this series, like they built it around a space that didn't exist, as something that was made up by the character. It was Wanda's Hex, and then it was the road. They were both made up by the character, and obviously, yeah, Vision can probably do this silent thing where he can imagine the space as something else. So I think it's going to be something like that, and it does say in the description on IMDb, which I don't know whether to believe it or not, but it does say in the description that he's going to try to regain his humanity, and that does make sense that he would go through the things that shaped him and try to understand this. I hope this is going to be a good story. I don't know.
I mean, I hope too, but like, I'm not holding that. I don't have a ton of confidence for the reason I've already said. But Paul Bettany is that guy. He's that guy. If anybody can elevate it, he can elevate it. Also, I really want to see. I really want to see Tommy. I want to see Speed, doing his thing. So sure, why not? I'm gonna watch it anyway. It's not like don't get the impression that because I'm like, oh well, I don't know about this, that I'm just like, I'll wait and see. No, I'm gonna watch it.
You can be not excited for something and
Yeah,
then watch it and completely change your mind.
yeah,
It's actually even better than expecting something amazing and being disappointed.
yeah. Well, I really hope so because I'm not expecting anything amazing right now.
And you're gonna love it.
But anyway, this was cool. We'll keep an eye out. Hopefully, this is sometime late next year, something like that. So hopefully, we'll get some more information and a trailer sometime in the next few months. We'll see. All right, so moving on to a trailer, Bat Fam, the an unexpected to me at least show that was announced. I want to say last week we talked about the poster reveal. And of course, right after we talked about it, they fucking released the trailer. So, timing is everything, right? Timing's everything. That's cool though. We get to talk about it 2 weeks in a row, and I am not mad about that. I liked Merry Little Batman a lot. I'm telling you, they don't pay me. They should, because I'm going to tell everybody I ever see, watch the damn movie. It's fun. Well, oddly enough, last year when I did the review, with my my friend Lottie on here, he didn't like it, and I was like, that's fair. I wanted to be like, you're wrong, but that's fair. You don't like it, it's not for you. It's very kid oriented. So, it was also very Home Alone in the way, in its kind of conception, like Home Alone, but with Batman stuff. And I like that. I liked it a lot. I thought it was funny, had good needle drops, all that stuff. So
Like that Home Alone kid wasn't terrifying enough. You have Damian Wayne doing that. He's just dead. It's not a house you want to break into.
It's what happened. I'm telling you, watch the movie. It's really funny.
Just wait. Who even thought that it would be a good idea?
Well, they
just
didn't.
Random.
Well, I mean, when you break into Wayne Manor, you don't think, man, Batman's here. You think it's just Bruce Wayne's bitch ass. Like nobody's scared of him. Nobody.
You don't think that like Batman lives in this town? He does help rich people a lot. You don't think that? I would not try to rob anyone in Gotham, but like mostly because I would be the one that he would definitely catch. As an example,
You just have to put on a Catwoman outfit. He'll let you go. He will let you go.
Yeah, that'll distract him.
Well, it's not. He'll let you go. Trust me. Well, look, this is a follow up. It's almost exactly like I said. Remember when I was kind of describing it, and I was like, "This is probably what it's going to be like." It's pretty much that. I love this trailer. This trailer, it's got all the funny bits they're making fun of, but also it's in a loving way. It's sort of the Batman lore and mythos. There are original characters. I'm fine with that. I mean, sure, but they're also gonna. Mad Hatter's gonna be in this. I saw Catwoman. We saw not Cat Livewire, who we just saw in My Adventure with Superman. She's gonna be in it. Obviously Joker's coming back. Batman and Son. Cool stuff. Man-Bat's in it. It looks fun.
For some reason.
It looks fun. I can't wait. What did you think about the trailer?
I mean, I watched the trailer and definitely it's not necessarily my preferred visual style. It's a little bit cartoony, and in there are different versions of cartoony art, but this kind of not mine at all. But okay, yeah, I can live with that. It does look like something. I think that it has Addams Family vibes.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. And it obviously does look funny, like something like a lot is going on, and like it has references and jokes that would be funny to someone who is a comic book fan. But in general, yeah, I was kind of disappointed that it wasn't about the family that we know. Yeah, because that would be great. Like the dynamic that these characters have, it would be great, and the little bits that you get from the comics and from like other properties, like there are pages, and like one of my favorite frames is when Batman and his kids, they go to a diner and they start ordering like food, and Batman orders, Bruce orders a burger and starts eating it with a knife and fork, and the kids are making fun of him. That is amazing, but that was like in the comics, and that's the kind of stuff I want to see in this show. That's obviously not entirely possible without the supporting cast that he has.
Right.
I would prefer to see that. But that doesn't mean that the show is not going to be fun, and I'm definitely going to give it a chance.
That's cool. That's all I want. Like I said, I'm doing free publicity for them. I love, like, I like the, not just Elseworlds. I just like the idea of just like Teen Titans Go is not Teen Titans. It just isn't. Like, no way you want, how, matter how you want to slice it, it's a version of Teen Titans that is unlike pretty much any other version of it, and it was a good idea. So like I like lighthearted stuff. I'm look, we're sitting up here in the middle of The Boys, or Gen V, and we just watched Peacemaker. They're funny, but like this is lighthearted. This is like fun. This takes me back to like reading Batman as a kid, reading comic books as a kid. Just kind of like that kind of freewheeling, sort of optimistic look at
I don't know what kind of Batman you read as a kid, but because
look,
the last 30 years,
well,
was all there.
I grew up,
well, not all of it.
I grew up with the 60s Batman in reruns back in the day. Just kind of that sort of thing. And like the way they present Batman to little kids is different. So I'm all for this. And everything's kind of cute. It looks like the regular show a little bit, like the art style is a bit like the regular show. I'm with it. I'm ready to see this. It's coming out next month, and look, we're gonna talk about it then. So we'll let you guys know how we feel about it. Let's talk about the X-Men 97 Season 2 trailer.
Yes.
Yes. Which, look, again, they should just release the damn thing. This is silly. Just release it. Because they didn't stop anybody from taking their phone in there and just like recording the screen. And I don't know about you, it made me a little nostalgic. I was like, oh shit, it's like I'm watching VHS tapes from back in the day. This is like the same quality and everything.
It made me a little annoyed because like this is so elitist. I don't know.
I was like,
I can't possibly travel to New York and go to Comic-Con. I still want to see those things, and I would have paid like if there was stream or something. They could have done that.
I would not have paid because like it's a trailer. Get out of here. But
I would have paid.
I felt like
not for the trailer, but for the panel and stuff like that. Like they did during the pandemic, they did these panels and everything online, and that was cool. That I miss that. Let's start another pandemic, so I could visit Comic-Con.
It's interesting that conventions, especially big ones, don't do that. When they start realizing like, all right,
maybe they just don't know how to make money and hear free advice.
Well, I think that they want it to be exclusive so that like people actually feel like they have to come out for it. And I'm like, good, salute everyone who's got the money.
Yeah, but
don't
don't you like deport everyone from America who's trying to visit?
After the convention.
And also, like, don't you like shoot black people on sight? I don't think I want to go there. I don't think I'm going to do that.
It's what.
As a proud Latvian, I'm kind of opposed to that.
You should, have telepresence or something for it. It's look.
I'll send the Doombot.
Yeah. But this it was low quality. In fact, and the one I linked on the thing, I'm sorry. Hopefully you looked up one that didn't have all the voiceover on it, because I was like,
oh yeah, I hate it.
I was like, nobody wants to. Emergency awesome. Don't nobody want to hear what you got to say about this. I just want to watch the trailer. Anyway, shout out to the people that just posted the trailer without any of their stupid words over it. If you want to hear stupid words about the trailer, that's what we're for. That's what we're for. I mean, that said. It's dope. That shit, that shit was dumb. Look, part of it is like old footage from the original show when they were facing Apocalypse. Part of it is Apocalypse in the
No.
first season. And then the rest of it is just new footage. They did the thing with Wolverine. They did that. I was like, bitch, get out of here. Y'all did the cover? Okay. That's why I was like, that's how I know. These are real ones. Polly, these are real ones. You know these are real
Oh
ones.
yeah.
Then they had and I was wrong about this in my reaction. I was like, is that Vulcan? Because I saw that I saw a design on a t-shirt and I was like, is that Vulcan? Not Vulcan, it's Quentin Quire. They got fucking Kid Omega in this bitch. Because they're showing like the people from the future, right? So they got Quentin Quire in that bitch. Then
I didn't quite get the future or like the 90s.
yeah. It could have been like the 2000s or something. Who knows? Because we know Quentin Quire comes into play. Is it Grant Morrison brings him in?
I think so, yeah.
And New X-Men. And so we see that, but we also see X.
Better be just as annoying.
He has to be like, but we see X Factor, the '90s X Factor team, which was again, you know, and various versions of like Cable, and I even feel like did we see Rachel Summers or was it Rachel Summers?
We saw Polaris.
Well, I'm saying like in the future you see
I think we saw Rachel Summers,
so
we saw her
Summers?
At the end of
season 1. Yeah, since season 1. So we see basically they're just like, yeah, all that shit we were doing before, we're paying it off. We're really about to do some deep dives and let y'all know we're all about this. And then you got Bishop being like, we got to bring the X-Men back to the 90s. And I was like, y'all already did it. So like, let's do it. Let's go again. Oh my God.
Let's do it again.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh, I don't know. This show really has done so much and I wrote about this on Threads for the Threads comic book community. Practically created the community. So cool that they back, and I'm so excited for it. I did like the thing that probably I don't know that I memorized the best from the trailer, and I saw it. I think I saw it 2 times in different recordings, and you can't really see everything, but you want to obviously. Just please give us the trailer already. But the thing that stuck with me the most is the costumes from Grant Morrison's run.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting. Yeah. I don't know. I'm very excited for this. Obviously we know that we're dealing with Apocalypse. Obviously, notice how they didn't show Gambit.
So yeah, the trailer I think it looked pretty cool, even though it was really bad quality. I would need.
Well, the trailer wasn't bad quality. The recording we got.
No,
was
and
I'm saying because somebody doesn't post the trailer.
Yeah, I'm just like, could y'all record this at with the real phone? And I don't know what was this a flip phone? What did y'all have? I don't understand. But either way,
it's a rotating phone.
Yeah, it was I felt like
a stationary phone.
I felt like they had a whole gauze or something. Well, either way, it's fine. Thank you guys for doing that. We appreciate it, and we're excited.
Yeah, hopefully, it sucked.
Yeah, hopefully they'll release the actual trailer sometime soon.
Yeah.
So speaking of the gauzy, weird-looking trailer, Daredevil Born Again also had a trailer on that panel to get us excited for next year's season 2. The great thing about Daredevil and X-Men 97 and also Friendly Neighborhood, your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is that they're trying to put these things out once a year. We know that they have they completed filming on this a while ago.
I think so, yeah.
So we should be seeing this I think March. It's coming out in March of next
They
year.
they did. I think they said that release date is going to be March 4th.
Yeah. So we're getting this in March of next year. So this is right around the corner. We're about 5 months, about 4 months away from this. Hey, awesome. Can we get an official trailer? No? Okay, I guess we'll watch this one. Um, it's actually kind of short too. It's not a super long one, and it's not really telling us anything about what's
Like a
going on.
teaser.
Yeah, it's not really telling us much about what's going on. Here's a surprise. Daredevil's beating people up. Another surprise, people trying to beat him up. Third surprise, Wilson
He
Fisk.
probably deserved it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean more than I mean it's probably one of his girlfriends, but it's his many.
Yeah. Oh no, they all dead.
Well, yeah, they do. Just keep refrigerated away from Daredevil. Yeah, you don't want it. That's otherwise you get fridged girlfriends. Wilson Fisk continues to win apparently. It's almost like this is a mirror of something that's happening in the real world or something. I don't know. What do I
All the
know?
comics.
Keep your politics out of my comics about vigilante crime fighters who are facing off against multi-billionaires. How dare you? Look, what's his name? Bullseye's back. They spoiled this, but whatever. Kristen Ritter's back, so I guess she's throwing her hat into the ring about dealing with Fisk's bullshit.
Nah, she's there to beat up Matt Murdock.
I mean, Matt's a masochist. He's probably trying. He's like, "Are you still with Luke Cage?" No. Okay. It's like my girlfriend is working for my girlfriend's working for the enemy. I need somebody.
Joke about all you want, but like at some point he tried to pull that shit with Misty in the comics.
Well, people are saying Well, actually, speaking of Misty, people are like, she's going to show up in Spider-Man Brand New Day as female Punisher, and I'm like, I mean, if that happens,
we've seen those people.
If that happens, I'm fine with it, but like, I don't believe it.
I mean, why would Misty be a female Punisher anyway?
Well,
she's Misty Knight.
when she can be Misty Knight, she could be. Yeah. She doesn't need to be Punisher to be cool.
And at least I don't know, go with the lore. I don't know. She can be female Bucky.
I'll be fine with that if they bring Colleen Wing back. If we get if we get Colleen Wing back, cool. Jessica Henwick comes back, we're good. Look, the what little we saw, cool. It looks very fun. And if you like seeing people getting the shit beat out of them, and
especially Matt Murdock getting the shit beat up.
And again, Wilson Fisk looks like he's continuing to win. So,
it does follow the comics, more or less, like loosely, but still does. And the only thing that I kept thinking when I watched the trailer and watched all the leaked things, the information and updates, technically after Mayor Fisk, we're supposed to get Mayor Luke Cage.
Well, they would have to have Luke Cage first, so.
Well, yeah, and
no
I know that, I'm not sure that he's back, but it's very annoying because if you have Jessica Jones, you need to have Luke Cage. It's kind of a package deal,
right? Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think, but Mike Coulter's acting like they ain't talked to him, and I'm like, if they ain't talked to you, your ass is not coming back. They're phoning everybody to come back for this business. I feel like it's like they just don't want Power Fist and not Power Fist, Iron Fist and Power Man, to come together. They just don't want that to happen.
Maybe they just don't want Iron Fist.
I mean, you can recast. It don't matter that much. Nobody cares enough about Iron Fist to care that Finn Jones isn't back.
I mean, okay, I didn't hate that show, okay?
Right.
I didn't hate it. It was not the Madam Web of Netflix shows.
That's not, see, yeah, people talk a lot of shit about it. I think it was fine.
It was fine.
But look, the door's open at least. Yes, we do need Luke Cage to come back, so we'll see. Look, there's plenty to
I
be
mean,
excited about.
what other options do we have? We don't want to have Mayor Matt Murdock. That's ridiculous. Please
Yeah,
don't do that.
I mean, he at the very least, he would be an absentee mayor because he'd be like, oh, it's like, oh shit, let me.
He's an absentee lawyer.
He
Showed up in Spider-Man and was like, I'm a really good lawyer. I'm like, no, you're not. You're actually a very bad lawyer. You screwed your friend over more times than I can remember because you didn't show up for hearings or anything. He had to do everything himself. And
she's like, technically, I'm a good lawyer because I'm helping another lawyer be a better lawyer. See, you gotta look. Oh, look at it the right way.
I have a diploma. I finished law school, so at least I'm a lawyer.
Speaking of, Foggy's at least going to be here in flashback, so nice, but it does not take away the fact that I'm annoyed. It doesn't help that I'm still annoyed as hell that they killed him off in the first episode.
Look, they had to kill off someone. That's literally. I'm not mad at that because they had to kill off someone. They chose between Karen and Foggy. They chose to kill Foggy, but there is no other way. That's what happened. That's what keeps him. I don't know, angry at Bullseye. Bullseye keeps killing his people around him.
I'm just trying to.
You can't do it any other way.
I'm trying to figure out how many Uncle Bens is he gonna go through, like.
Oh, well, imagine all of his girlfriends like Elektra, Karen, and there was like his poor, what was her name? God, Mila, I think, or something like. He married a woman and then she ended up in a mental hospital because of him. And then the other one, she hanged himself. It was Heather, by the way. Yeah, I imagine they went a different route. God, I just worry for Kirsten because, well.
Well, I mean, she's kind of chosen her side now, so they're not gonna be together long, I think.
Definitely. No, that's Heather. Kirsten is the one that works with him, and in the comics they also dated. And then
stay away.
He just ditched her when Elektra came back. So
yes, stay away.
That's the kind of guy Matt is. So yeah, I'm just worried about her character on the show because I don't want them to get together because it's just not good for any woman.
I think hopefully they avoid it because that's one of the weaknesses of comic book writing in general, but like in particular because people ship something, the nearest attractive woman is the next,
Yeah, but that's part of the fun.
And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like, chill out. Like it doesn't have to be like that. Like go get a steady.
Well, but this is one of the characters where it has to be like that because like he's just a giant problem. He's a giant problem for everyone.
He's not Eros. He's not Eros where like he just beating him off with the stick. He's like, no. He's not beating him off with his walking stick, which is a better joke, but anyway, it looks cool. Well, hopefully they'll release the actual trailer sometime in the next couple months. We'll see and let you know how we feel about it then. Wonder Man. They released a trailer. Finally, I thought. Remember they did that little. They did that little teaser, and I was like, "This, I don't know. I'm not reacting to this. This is not a trailer. It was barely anything."
You know what? Remember, it was last week, I think, and I said that like it is a good teaser if you follow it up with a trailer. I think they heard me,
and they were like, and I'm not kidding. Like an hour after we were done recording, they were like, "Oh, here's a trailer. You want to react to it?" And I was like, "You people." Anyway, we got the trailer for Wonder Man, and let me tell you, I think this one has got some people scratching their heads. Or ready to be mad, but the ready to be mad ones, they were already going to be mad anyway, because there ain't no superheroing in this. If you took the Marvel Studios logo off of it, This is just a movie that Hollywood makes all the time, which is, man, acting and filmmaking in Hollywood sure is some weird shit. We should, let's follow this person and see what it's like to, be behind the scenes of this thing that they're doing. I said this last week when we talked about it. Hollywood loves talking about itself. They love making movies about themselves or TV shows. So that's what this looks like. What we didn't know, we didn't realize really, or is that this show is about an in-universe character called Wonder Man that was the star of a TV show, a franchise, a sci-fi franchise that Simon Williams grew up watching, right? And then they have the president of Baravia, he slips through a portal and becomes a filmmaker and decides that he's gonna, remake this in a more artistic, avant-garde, whatever the fuck way. In other words, though, when people that are fans of a thing hear this, they're like, oh shit, they're gonna fuck this up, right? But then they know that this guy's got a pedigree. So Wonder Man's getting rebooted and they're casting for people. And Simon's like, I've got to be it. Even though he's a black guy and Wonder Man, Simon Williams, the character, or Wonder Man is clearly some white guy, from, Star Trek era, sci-fi or whatever, right? So they're going to talk about race swapping and whatever and rebooting and things like that. But to add a wrinkle to that, Trevor Slattery is there also. He's also in the running.
Echo.
He's also in the running to be Wonder Man, and so is several other people. And I know this is a silly comparison. I felt like when I saw them all together in the same room in that mansion, I was like, this has shades of that scene from Werewolf by Night, where all of the hunters are kind of together in a room, sort of sizing each other up, and they're all trying to go for that one spot. What the fuck's going on here is my question. No superpowers at all in this movie, in this trailer. Nothing, none at all.
Look, I think that they're still gonna go with like the superhero stuff. I don't know. At least that would be fun and exciting. But even if they don't, it's still a very interesting concept, and I just want to see it. It did what it needed to do. It made me curious. Very curious about this project, because whether it has something to do with the superpowers or even superhero, because you don't necessarily need superpowers to be a superhero, doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, that's a project that is connected to the universe that we like, and it does look interesting. It does have potential.
Yeah. No, I agree. Look, they have all the right people in place to make this happen. I love Trevor Slattery so much. Well, do have to ask a question though. In what world does a man like that get to walk free? I don't look.
That's a good question.
It's not like, look, when you remember he got broken out of prison by the 10 rings.
By Wenwu.
Yeah, so he's free because he got broken out of prison. How is he walking around in Hollywood trying to get on a Hollywood,
wow, as you remember, he's not very clever. He probably didn't even think about the dangers that lie ahead. He just showed up there. Who knows?
He's there.
Maybe
you know
that's
what?
how you avoid prison.
He's just there for the art. He's like,
he's hiding in plain sight. That's the smartest thing that a person can actually do.
He's like, they're like, are you Trevor Slattery? No.
No.
I'm Ben Kingsley.
Slater Trevory.
Yeah, it's like my name is Ben Kingsley. You never heard of me. Look, I'm interested. I still don't know what's happening here. Am I a bit disappointed that there's not superpowers on display? A little bit, but I just kind of want to remind people these shows, y'all be like, oh, all the shows are the remember the people were like, all the Marvel shows are exactly, it's the Marvel formula, they're the
Similar,
same, they do
yeah.
the same thing over and over again.
And then they do a different thing, and people are like, why isn't like everything
I'm just
else?
like, if I swear to God, you people, y'all cannot be, you can't be pleased. Like, we need different tones, we need different projects, different, all sorts of stuff. We can't just be doing the Spider-Man retread. We can't just do the Captain America retread. Simon Williams, he's not a superhero. And yet somehow he's going to have powers and do superhero shit at
That
some
we
point.
know.
Yeah. Well, if he doesn't, I'm going to be like, why didn't y'all just make this something else? I mean, Simon Williams has to have superpowers. That's his character. Like he's a actor that's not
No,
he's a not very good actor.
there is a thing that what if he is like, he does have superpowers and he wants to, I mean, he relates to the character just because of that. Could be that.
I mean, I'd be like, why don't you just say I have superpowers and it'll basically make your special effects easier and less expensive?
Because
That,
he has a secret identity,
yeah, I mean,
which technically he's not supposed to have, but like, you know.
it'll be interesting to see. This is just the first like a teaser trailer. We don't know much about what's happening. This is when is this coming out?
Oh, 2026, I think.
I don't know
But I'm
that it
not
said
sure.
exactly when. But it's sometime before. Sometime I think before Spider-Man, hopefully. So we'll see. It actually, since this, no, you know what? January. This is coming out in January. I just remember it. So it's coming out at like the end of January, I think. So yeah, this is right around the corner. Hopefully, we'll get a full trailer. Probably in December. I hope. We'll see. Either way, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll let you guys know about that when it drops. Which leads us to our review of Gen V Season 2, Episode 7, which is the penultimate episode of Season 2. And all of the, all the speculation, this is all coming to a head. In the last episode, Marie was like, I must be the one that stops everything. She's like Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back. Like, almost literally. If you think about it.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I got to go face CIPHER, but maybe to defeat CIPHER, we just need to wake up the Godolkin and maybe he can stop him because he's got all these ways of controlling soups and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I'm watching the whole episode like, girl,
Could you not?
everything you do is wrong. Like, you can't,
Yeah.
like, this may
You're
be
doing exactly what he wants you to do.
Exactly. He's like, you following the script and all. I'm looking at him like, are you the worst character? Are you the worst character this season? You might be the worst character this season. I think she's the worst character. She's the worst character.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even. How you make Sam and Kate look reasonable? Yeah, like,
especially Kate. Like, come on.
It's shit's wild. Like, you making all the bad decisions, not to the point where. Okay, well, I'm not gonna get the spoiler yet. The point is. She and Kate go off to try to figure out what's going on. They link up with Polarity. Some Jesus shit happens, and now Polarity is at full strength. And then now we got to find CIPHER, and CIPHER's like, "Oh man, I fucked up. This is all going to go. Fuck it. I should just end it now. Oh wait a minute, everything happened exactly the way Sage said it would. Surprise." And meanwhile, the rest of the crew are like, we got to find Marie because Annabeth says that
she's going to do something stupid.
She's going to do something and they're going to all die in things. And so we get a lot of fun. Look, there's a lot of fun character things going on in this. Nothing happened that I wasn't expecting to happen. There was no surprises to me in the most
big reveal.
The most surprising thing was a dude being pooped out of a guy's black hole butt. And even that wasn't that surprising. But
that happens a lot there.
Yeah, so I kind of look at him and it's just like the episode was all right. I'm not gonna lie. And I wasn't even let down because I was right about the things I predicted Cypher and the revelation of who Cypher is. I called it. Go back and watch go back a few weeks, and you'll see that I literally said that this is what was going on. That's not what disappoints me about this episode. It's just so rote. There's like they were just like, okay, this is one of those episodes. They're like, all right, we've got to get the car. We got to get the car 10 miles down the road. Let's just get it there. We're passing all familiar scenery. Everything we're doing, nothing's happening in this episode that's overly surprising. With even the part where Marie uses her powers against her friends, unsurprising. There's some Harry Potter shit going on.
Would be surprising if she actually listened to them and thought like, oh, you know what? Yeah, sounds reasonable.
That's what I said.
I better not do that.
There's some Harry Potter shit going on. Remember in Order of the Phoenix where Harry's like, Sirius is there. We got to go. And everybody's just like, Hermione's like, hey, don't blow up at me, but like, don't you think we should check and make sure that this shit is real? And everyone else is like, yeah, I mean, you're talking about going to face Death Eaters at the Ministry. We're just teenagers. What the fuck? Why are we going to go do that? Why don't we go tell a teacher? Let's go get some. And Harry's just like, but it's happening right now. We got to go do it. And everyone else is like, how about we do something that makes some fucking sense? And that's what's happening in this episode. Everyone else is like, let's do something that makes sense. And she's just like, but I'm the chosen one, so I'm going to fucking do this. And then she literally turns her powers. Remember, she was shitting on Kate about using her, and then she turns around and does the same shit.
Yeah, and the part that I actually liked is the fact that she refused to heal Kate because she used the power against them, and then she promised to heal her if she helped her use her power by using her power against them, so they wouldn't follow her.
And Kate was like, "Fuck no! I said I'm not gonna do it."
Yeah. She said, like, I promised that I won't do it. So
wild.
Yeah.
See, Marie's the worst character in the show right now. Which is crazy because I loved her so much, and I don't dislike her, and I don't think that the performance is good. It's just all her decisions are terrible. Like, she makes all the stupid decisions in this episode.
But that's what chosen characters usually do, because they try to take it all upon themselves. They try to go figure everything out themselves and save everyone. I don't know. It's kind of like a Buffy's inferiority complex about her superiority complex.
It's beyond. I mean, when I said this is kind of a rote episode, the things you expect to happen. Like when Polarity was like, okay, I'm going to stop you, Cypher. And they're like, the rest of us, we're going to go find Godolkin while you guys face off against them. And I looked and I was like, okay, Flying Guy, Jordan, and fucking Sam and Polarity. I'm like, they're about to beat the shit out of you, man. Because the guy can still puppet. And he's like, well, I figured out how to, he was just like, yeah, but can you stop all of them at the same time? And I was just like, well, we know what this is gonna happen. So like that whole fight scene was supposed to be thrilling, and I was just like, okay, it's happening. This is the thing that's happening. I saw it. All right. You get what I'm saying? Like there are aspects of this where I'm just
of
like,
course,
okay.
at the last moment when they're about to kill this Cypher, the control.
That's so good. I actually love
the
that.
control is released, and naturally he starts like complaining and saying that I'm just a regular guy.
Yes, spoiler.
We knew that.
Yeah, spoiler. I called it again. Once again, I called it literally when we were talking about the episode, the premiere episodes. Because they dropped 3, and we were talking about it. On that first episode where when we were talking about it, and I was like, oh shit, he's just a regular guy. He's just a regular guy. And like you find out he's been controlled by this guy for like 20 or 30 years, right? It's been decades since he was taken over. And he's like, don't kill me. I just want to be free. And I was just like, okay. But by the way, shout out to Hamish Linklater. he's god damn it, he killed it. Like we're not gonna see him again. I think that's the last time we see him in the show ever, because he's just a guy, right? He's a meat puppet for Godolkin. But he did such a great job of it. Um, he sold the whole character, even when he sold Cipher, a Godolkin, aka Cipher, and then he sold whatever the guy's name is who has a cat that's probably dead because it's been decades. Uh, and he really sold that, and I really liked his performance. Um, but everything happened exactly the way we expected. She resurrected Voldemort. Now Voldemort's walking around ready to kill. Like it's literally just Harry Potter and the and like it's a Harry Potter thing, or whatever you want to call it. It's not Harry Potter isn't the one that did it, but it's the best recent example. She's the nemesis, arch nemesis. She uses herself, her blood, whatever, to resurrect this guy who made her in the first damn place, right? Whose whole plan was, I need to make this person so that they can heal me. And now I fucking hate every soup that doesn't have not an omega level
Full power.
I don't like anyone that's not at least an omega level mutant, or what do they call it? What's the one right below omega level mutant?
Well, not quite omega level.
Yeah, it's like if you're not, at least the top.
I actually don't remember, but like there are omega level and the rest is just.
Yeah, he's like, if you have a stupid power, die. And we see that.
So Globe wouldn't survive then.
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately, because he doesn't see.
Yeah.
That's because Godolkin doesn't have the vision. He doesn't see how useful it is to have feet. That
nobody has
hands.
the vision. The vision is dead. Well, no, he's not dead, but we have the white vision. We talked about this earlier.
Yeah, he doesn't have the vision. Oh man, no.
No vision.
No, yeah, he's. Well, we were talking about no vision when we were talking about Daredevil, but still.
Well, I was just quoting Sinners.
Anyway, I think it was just, the episode was fine. It's getting us to the finale that I hope is a lot more dynamic and interesting than this. But right now, it just feels like Godolkin's going to be like, I'm just going to... Like, remember last season, at the end of it, it was this big, like, confrontation on campus, and everything was in uproar on campus. And all I can think is just going to do that again. Because he's going to walk around and start making people kill themselves because they have shitty powers.
He already started.
So one thing we got to do is we got to keep the we got to keep Emma's friends away from from everybody, because those two have stupid ass powers. Actually, the mimic girl's not too bad, but pubic hair, controlling is that's not. He's gonna make you strangle yourself with it. Man, I don't know. It's like I said, it was all right, I think. So no, I would say you have it. Yeah, I would say no. Yeah, exactly. We're just like, yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
Somebody reach out and strangle Marie, because like she done made the mess. Now she gotta fix it. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll check back next week and see what happens with all that. So with all that being said, that is all of our news for the week. Yeah, it's not a huge news week. I thought it would be more because of Comic-Con, but like, look, we got some good stuff to talk
about. Surprisingly, we didn't get that much. Well, we did get a lot of comics news.
Yeah. But comics, who reads those anyway?
Well, not me this week.
I understand. Yeah, I understand. What's Gail Simone's new X-Men or new X-Men title dropped, and people are like, this is traumatic. I forget, is it Unbreakable X-Men or something?
I haven't read it yet. Yeah. I'm planning on reading it this weekend, and we'll see, because I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything for myself.
Well, people are saying like it's traumatic, and I'm like, it's X-Men. I mean,
it's supposed to be like that.
I mean, if X-Men aren't on the brink of extinction on every issue, what are we even doing here?
Yeah,
So
they're supposed to be like every future is horrible. They whatever they do, it turns out horrible. Somebody is always dying or dead. Somebody's always losing their power or losing control of their powers. Somebody's like there's a whole lot of drama, like personal drama going on. Somebody getting married, getting divorced, getting I don't know, cheats on someone
yeah,
else. It's
yeah,
just it's soap
mutants
opera. It's
just
X-Men. That's what you expect from them.
it's
That's
just
the only way they work.
it's just like mutants. They never just get to be like, you know what, we're just gonna move to another planet. How about that? You
Oh,
got
they tried that.
you got the whole Counter Earth is right there. Counter Earth is right there. Why don't you just go there? Anyway. uh,
No, they tried. They tried terraforming Mars, and
yeah.
now it's Iraq,
Well,
of
I'm just
course.
saying.
But what happened then? Then the local Musk just went ahead and started to waged war against them because he wanted to do that,
Well, that's
and
what
he
I'm
would have
saying
failed
is,
too.
but Counter Earth is, and I'm assuming Counter Earth, unless it's been destroyed and I'm not aware of it, Counter Earth is still a
Wait,
planet that exists. That's the one
you
that
mean that the second one, like the
I
one
mean
that?
Earth. I mean the exact same planet. Like it's Earth, but it's on the other side of the sun, and we never see it because it's orbiting at the exact same place. So
Is
that's the
is this the
one
one
from
from
Guardians
Fantastic
3.
Four?
From Guardians 3. Remember in Guardians 3?
Oh, you mean that one?
Yeah, Counter Earth.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called
I for
Counter.
some
Yeah.
reason I thought of the other Earthers too, whatever that um God it was built to save the rich people or something, and then they transported a whole lot of people from the future there,
Mm.
and then it something happened to it. It was just a big Reed Richards mess, like he always creates problems for
Like
everyone.
standard Reed Richards problems. So,
Yeah, I
well,
hate him.
well, either way, you guys, if we missed something, you know what to do. Hit us up in the comment section and leave your thoughts there, or you can always hit me up. It's going to be supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com, blurred_force1 on Instagram and Thread, super_not_funny show on TikTok. And while you're doing that, do me a favor, get down there, hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. All that good stuff helps to grow this channel, helps more people to see this podcast and all of the other things we do on Blurred Force 1. And of course, couldn't do this by myself. I needed my good friend Polly to come in and lend her expertise, especially when it comes to, all the comic book stuff. And correcting me on that it's Lockheed, not Darwin. That's so
It's also not Lockjaw, it's Lockheed.
it's oh, if you get a lockjaw, that would be a dope. I'm just
Oh my
saying.
god, I should totally get a Lockjaw.
Yeah, a plushie would be dope. But either way, where can they reach you on social media?
Well, usually you can just reach me at any anti-read church during any anti-read sermon, or refer to your local doom bot. But mostly you can find me on @code_mix on Threads, on Instagram, and on Tumblr, where I write a lot about how much I hate Reed Richards.
That's only 99.4% of the output. The rest of it
No, I
isn't.
also write a lot about like how Matt Murdock is a disaster. That's another one of my favorite topics, but I don't hate him.
Well, I mean, how can you hate him? Yeah, pretty easily, probably, if you're bullseye. Yes.
Yes.
Well, everyone, thanks once again for joining us. This is episode 202 of the Supercast. It's been a good time. Come back next week. We're gonna be back live. This week was just a special occasion. We're gonna be back live for the Supercast.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So make sure to come back and join us then. So until then, I've been Mo, your comic extraordinaire on all things pop culture, joined by my good friend Polly. And we'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.